stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good afternoon, fellow trudgers. Fellow trudgers. Welcome, welcome. I have gotten a lot accomplished today. I'm very proud of myself. Hey, Leisure. Good to see you. Did it give you a notification this time? I sent you the link, but I'm just kind of curious. Maybe you should unfollow and refollow again. Maybe that'll help. But I do know this: when people go live and they start to make sense and other people are watching and it starts to catch on, yeah, they tend to do nefarious things. The devil don't like what I do. No, he don't. No, he don't. We're going to be reading out of Courage to Change today, which is the Al-Anon Daily Reflection. I thought it was pretty good. Amber, good to see you. Thank you. Thank you, Amber. You know I love the fuck out of you. Of course, I just sent you a text telling you that. It gave you one this time? Okay, cool. Okay. Still been very busy. It seems I started a wildfire. It seems I started a wildfire. A lot of people are sending me information about the stuff that has happened to them in the system, and the rabbit hole gets deeper. Hey, Clara, good to see you. Good to see you. We just had a fantastic meeting. It wasn't always, the whole thing wasn't necessarily on alcoholism, but the things that we tend to deal with in alcoholism. Those, I kind of figured, I knew you were busy. I do not get upset that people can't make the meeting. What I get upset about is the people that come to the meeting, see that there's not enough people for them, and then they leave. That ticks me off. Yeah, that gets to me. It's like, why did you make me let you in? So that you could decide whether we were popular enough or entertaining enough for you? Did you think that maybe God put you in that meeting with the people that are in there because you needed to hear something that you needed to hear? Maybe, just maybe. I don't know. The answer is yes. It's exactly what's going on. Don't deny yourself the gifts from God, man. If you ask God for help, guy, don't ignore it. Now I'm going to go with a Ghostbusters line here. If they ever ask you if you're a god, the answer is yes. From the original Ghostbusters. Right. So, yeah, a lot of good things going. Let's get started. Let's get started. I have therapy in 39 minutes. And I'm actually very excited to talk to my therapist today. It's, yeah, you guys know. Welcome to Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. And I'm an ass kicker today. So, today, it's what we got, right? Every day we get a daily reprieve contingent upon our spiritual maintenance. What is the maintenance? We'll pray and meditate. Praying is asking, meditating is listening. Go to a meeting, shut your mouth, listen, and you'll probably find your answer. If you're here, please say hello, whether watching the live or the rewatch. One of these days I'm going to mess up. I'm going to mess with you guys. I'm going to change all that. Daily Trudge has gone through a lot of different changes. I've had several different backgrounds. Yeah, let's get started. April 1st. Oh, and happy April Fool's Day, by the way. All right. I have learned acceptance. Man, I messed up the second word, and it's going to make a big difference. I have heard, not learned, heard acceptance mentioned at meetings as part of the 3 A's: awareness, acceptance, and action. However, I'm inclined to try to jump from awareness to action without even pausing for acceptance. My thinking goes like this: something's wrong. Quick, let me fix it before I have to feel any discomfort. All right. So we're going to talk on this a little bit. Yes, these are the things that need to happen. Ooh, that's awesome. Amber says, I don't know if you heard, but my friend Don, at first I said it said Dion, but I'm like, another Dion? I bet he's awesome. From Night Owls, he's got 50 years today. We're going to dress fancy tonight. Yeah. Nothing like dressing fancy for Zoom. I'm only fancy from the waist up. Otherwise, I'm in my pajamas. I'm in my pajamas right now. But I don't tell people they're pajamas. I tell them they're drumming pants. Okay. I'm a drummer and these are drumming pants. Oh, okay. What's the difference? Nothing. So awareness, we have to become aware of our drinking problem first, do we not? Any problem starts with awareness. You can't do anything about it unless you're aware of something, right? Acceptance is the next one. You have to accept the fact that you're an alcoholic. Now, what are you going to do about it? It's what the steps are for. We have a solution. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. It's kind of a scary solution, but it's only scary in the fact that you haven't done it before. See, give it a try. Give yourself 90 days. If the program ain't working for you, give me a call. I'll write you a receipt for your misery and you can go on your merry way. I won't bug you again unless you come back wanting help. I'm happy to do it. All right. So these are the 3 A's. I don't quite agree with the fact that you can't go you go awareness to action without the acceptance. My mind works pretty damn fast. There's a lot of problems where I go through this in a matter of seconds. Maybe I see something happening. Maybe somebody got in a car wreck. Should I wait around for acceptance? I can accept that it happened right in front of me. All right. If you keep a truly open mind, it's just going to become a natural process is what's going to happen. But this is the process for anything. Now, I do agree with this. Quick, let me fix it before I have to feel any discomfort. Okay. Sometimes acceptance is the requirement of letting a feeling stay. Not all things should just be accepted away. Can't just brush everything. Here's a good example. I found out yesterday that my friend died. Have I been crying today? No, I haven't. Okay. But it's still there. It still hurts when I think about it. Yes, it does. Okay. And I'm not going to let that just go away. I'm grieving. And I have to allow myself time to grieve. And grieve comes in 5 stages. I don't remember what they are off the top of my head. First one's denial. I went through that yesterday morning. Until I knew for a fact that she was gone, I would not accept it. I moved into crying. Then it moved into anger. Is the anger still kind of there? Yes. But instead of running around being mean to people, I'm using that as a motivation to get things done. And things are getting done. I'm telling you, I lit a fire. I ain't done lighting. Actually, what I'm going to do next is just throw wood on the fire. Maybe gasoline. I'm kidding, guys. Kind of. I'm just going to admit it. I know that these people have their back against the wall, and I know that they have a little bit of fear. I know that they have some, not a little bit, they have a lot of fear right now. So I'm going to add to it. Why am I going to do that? Because that will put a process of change in progress. Yes, it will. Fear and pain, best motivators in the world to get something done. I wanted to also let you know I had my doubts that with everything being cut, that the detox wasn't going to happen. Oh, it's going to happen. I was wrong on that. I'll admit, my intuition was saying it was going to get cut. Nope. So thank you, Adams County, for doing the right thing. I love those motherfuckers. Love them. Great people. Won't help me with what I'm doing, but they'll lose their jobs. They don't need it. All right. Anyway, so back to the reading. The problem is that until I accept the situation, defect, or memory that has come to my awareness, I can rarely take effective action or live serenely with the consequences. Yeah. And I like that they put effective action, because me getting angry and yelling at somebody is an action, but it's not an effective one, or at least not the effect that I want to go for anymore. You know, and I won't be able to live serenely either, because those things it'll continue to bug me and bug me and bug me. How are we going to accept it? Well, ask God. Say the serenity prayer. Okay. It is what it is. I know it sounds like a bland line, but you'll get to a point one day. Hey, this is life and this is how it goes. So we're going to do something about what can we do? Many of us here have been in marriages. You remember when you were going through something hard, maybe the food was running out. But if you sat down, you were aware of it, accepted that it was happening, you could come up with the right solution, didn't you? And you did every single time. So you have this in you. It's a matter of utilizing it the right way. And that can take a little bit of time for us alcoholics. Because we're just, earlier I was at a meeting. I said, when I was born, I came out playing 3-card monte, man. It's just I have a criminal mind. I can't help it. Okay. But I don't have to go that route anymore. I don't. All right. The action doesn't work, or it makes things work, and I feel helpless and hopeless. Even if it does work, I'm usually too full of self-doubt. Man, you got to start trusting your intuition, man. At some point, you got to start trusting yourself. Don't worry about trusting other people. You trust that they're human and leave it at that. I don't need to put any more trust in, and there's different areas of trust. We were just kind of talking about this in the meeting I was in. Well, I said it. Nobody else really talked about it. That's okay. All right. See, like, I've got one friend, I trust that I can tell them anything in this world and it will stay with them. But if I need them to show up to an important meeting on time, you can fucking forget it. See, there's different areas of trust. So what do I go for? I trust that they are a human being. I trust that I am a human being and that I'm going to make mistakes. But I need to take my own trust a little bit further in the fact that I need to trust the fact that if I do make a mistake, I will make it right. I have to. My life depends upon it. And it doesn't matter if it was some big lie that you told to your parents to get your brother in trouble, to the cashier gave you an extra 50 cents and you were aware of it and you didn't give it back. Yes, those things will drive alcoholics to go out and drink. Because we'll feel guilty about it, and then we will overextend that. We will make it worse than it is, when all we really need to do is go back to the store and give them their 50 cents. Yeah. most of the time, I still have to go back, sit still, feel the feelings, and come to some acceptance. It helps. It helps to be reminded that my higher power already accepts me in my situation and loves me on the bad days as well as the good. You have children? Do you love them less because they did something wrong? I don't. The love for my children is not lessened for anything that they've done. I still love them just as much. You know, considering my higher power is pretty much unconditional love. That's what I get. So when God gives me unconditional love and I get unconditional love from other people, then I become more capable of giving unconditional love. Now, instead of getting mad that somebody was rude to me, I can be of use. Pretty cool. This is stuff that a lot of other people in the world don't even get to obtain. They don't even have a chance at it. We alcoholics are, I say it a lot, we're chosen people. And if some kind of consequence landed you in AA, he's trying to tell you something. He's trying to tell you something. That he has a job for you. And I can tell you now, you ignore the job that God has given you, you will never grow into the person that you are supposed to be. You won't. You'll find life pretty difficult. You'll find life difficult. Michelle says, I don't either. Visited him in jail, love him so much, and he's gone really far. Yeah. Good for you, Michelle. I appreciate parents that, you know, there's tough love and then there's assholism. See, when alcoholics utilize tough love, what is that? That is an overextension of an emotion, and it doesn't work for us. Tough love should be left to people that are non-alcoholic, honestly. Doesn't work for me. Tough love fucked me up. Tough love gave me PTSD. Thanks, Phil Donahue. I don't blame my parents anymore. I blame Phil Donahue. He was a talk show host in the 80s. All right. I don't. It's just it's an AA joke. It's a mental health joke. Today's reminder, moving from awareness to acceptance to action takes time, but the benefits are worth it. Are worth the wait. Don't decide your own consequences. Don't do that. Don't determine your own worth. You'll fall very, very short. You will not get the gifts that are awaiting you if you decide one of these two things all by your lonesome. I don't know my worth. I'm finding out. I find out because, it's like, like with this, with the Daily Trudge, is my worth based off how many people have listened to it? Or is it based off the intent that is here to help as many people as it can? It's number two. And it works. It works for me. See, when somebody finds me, and I get weird stories, I help people. That just the other day, somebody was telling me, I found you because I heard you talking to my friend. They had you on speakerphone. And about a week ago, I was watching a video and heard your voice again. That is God. That is God working in their life. That is God working in my life. There's neat stories on how people have found me. And I tell you now, there's been hundreds of people. Some people have gotten very, very mad at me. Okay. I'm not here to read your mail, but I will do it. It's not my intent. But there's going to be some point I will say something that pisses you off. I don't mean to. I'm just trying to educate. All right. Anyway, I learned that I am a worthwhile human being just as I am. With that kind of self-acceptance, I begin to see my options. And slowly I began to take action to change. Now it says here worthwhile. That's not same as feeling worthwhile, just means feeling useful in this case. That is not determining worth. It just means, I'm worthy. I know I'm worthy. Michelle says she started listening to me in 9/29/2019. 6 years ago. I was around. See, that's just proof I've been doing this 7 years. And you know what? Back then, I was going through my PTSD stuff. Yeah. I was the poster child of PTSD. Till somebody came along and said, Dion, quit being the poster child of PTSD. It's keeping you sick. I'm like, motherfucker, you're right. They're right. Okay, ignore that. Someone suggested I stop concentrating on changing myself and think about accepting myself. That gave me the boost I needed. Alateen, one day at a time. All right. I'm going to do a little bit of relaxing before my therapy starts, which is in 20 minutes. So I'm going to wrap this one up. I'm just not giving myself much time in between things. I'm keeping myself busy today. Because it's better than I know that my friend would want me to help more people. She wouldn't want me taking my days and crying and feeling bad for myself. That's not what she would want for me. No. So I'm gonna respect her wishes. And Sierra, here comes the crying. Sierra, if you're out there, know I love you. I'm glad that you're in a better place. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for being a friend. I love you. You know I do. Peace out.